Oh, I don't know what's going on there. If I'm live, I'm live. If I'm not, then I'll stop it. But I just got a little bit of a herky jerk in the screen. So I don't know if I'm in there or not. It says my connection now is poor. I went from great to poor on the connection, not the content. Content will never be poor. You need to understand that. The content will never, ever be poor on this channel. I can't speak for other channels. I can only speak for this channel. But I still may not be going through the way I need to go through. So, yeah, that lady did have a meltdown. Um, Posted something earlier. I mean, it just showed, I guess the name is now Karen. When they going off in the store. I feel bad for Karens. I feel bad for women that are actually named Karen. But she was calling this sister everything but a child of God. And a brother asked me, was I there? Was I filming that shit? And I know. See, because my thing is, whenever I'm in those spaces, I can't film. I become involved. And it's happened to me before, like at a Kroger's, where I saw even a supervisor, maybe like a team lead, say some out of pocket shit to a young sister. And I had just spoke to her. And he came up and said some really out of pocket shit to her. And I got in his ass right there, right as I was checking out. Because I wanted him to say something out of pocket to me and let him know, look, I'll put all these motherfucking groceries back. And you can go get the store manager and tell him that I need a refund and I'm doing it because of the way you talk to her. But he just looked at me like he was fucking crazy because she was trying to tell him something what needed to be done, and he just went all off on her. And I'm like, she just doing her job. If she don't tell him what to do, she gonna get fired from the job, or his ass gonna be telling her what to do. And after seeing the way he talked to her, he don't need to supervise nobody. He shouldn't be able to supervise a pair of shoes, you know. And I was pissed. And I'm thinking I was just sitting there at the self checkout, listening to them go back and forth. And he said some out of pocket shit, man. I had to let him know that we don't roll like that around here. We don't roll like that around here. It was on the west side Kroger's over there on Maple. Yeah, we don't play that shit. But yeah, man, this chick had a meltdown. It looked like it was a Walmart. Hold on a sec. I mean, I'm just rolling, and if my signal ain't right, I might as well just play this. I might as well not waste no content. I can waste some recorded audio, but not me. But listen to this shit. Please leave. Oh, I'm leaving. Please leave. I mean, you're going to leave soon too. I promise you that, you fucking no good bitch. Okay, that's fine. You guys want to provide racism? Bitch, you're more racist than one fucking white person ever. Okay. Fuck you, you fucking black bitch. Okay, that doesn't bother me. Fuck you. Okay, have a good day. Don't get it on your course like a fucking monkey. Get out. See, oh, I don't know. See, she called her a bitch. She called her a black bitch. She called her a monkey. And where do they do that? Where we can do something like that and not get taken down by the motherfucking security guard. If we get to going in the stores and start calling women bitch, white bitch, albino monkey. We going down. Security guard might pull his flashlight out and get to whooping your ass. But she was able to walk around that store, put a cart back. I don't know if she put it back. She might have pushed it back. And talking shit. I ain't seen a security guard. I ain't seen a manager. I ain't seen nobody come to the defense of this sister. And this sister showed great restraint. I commend her for showing her restraint. But you know what? She really didn't show restraint. She didn't show restraint. She showed that she's got a family, that she needs to feed her family. And that's what she showed. She showed the responsibility to her kids and her family. And she's got to bring that check home every motherfucking week. But when we get called a bitch, a black bitch, and a monkey, and our supervisors don't even come to our aid, that's assault. That is verbal assault. That is aggravated verbal assault. And they don't even come to our aid. But then they want us to worry about these motherfucking items that people be shoplifting in these stores and shit. Fuck them items. Let them go in and steal them. I didn't buy this shit. You're not paying me here to mine the items. That's what crime prevention is for. And you're not paying me to get called a bitch, a black bitch, and a monkey. But when you see stuff like that, you got to look at the video in a different way. See, I look at things in a different way. I saw that she showed great restraint. I respect that sister for that. Our sisters show much more restraint than they do violence. If they put hands on everybody that was violence to them, hell, the prisons would be filled. They'd have to build women's prisons if black women put hands on everybody that called them out their name on a daily basis. But this sister showed great restraint. Bitch, black bitch, monkey. She called her that shit, and she said that several times before. That ain't the first time she said that shit. That ain't the first time she said that shit. Hold on a sec. Hello? What up, baby? I'm waiting for him to call me back. I hit him up and told him that I was ready, and all he had to do was just let me know when he'd come back, and then I would hit you up, and you'd get everything tight. So I know he goes out of town on the weekends. He said he was coming back the same day. I hit him up Friday because he said he was gonna come back go Thursday and come back. I hit him up Friday. He never hit me up. I hit him up Saturday. He never hit me up. So I was gonna wait till today and see. I thought maybe since he had your information, he might have called you or reached out to you. All right. Well, I'm about to call his ass now. I'm just going to exchange this baseball helmet for my grandson, and I'll get on that as soon as I walk out the store. They just got delivered Saturday. So I'm going as soon as I do that, I'm heading to the shop and I'm filling some sleeves up and bringing them down when I bring the order down. Nah, we trying to work, man. Because I got to start moving shit up out this spot. I'm tired of this motherfucker. I'm about to put a foot in his old ass and shit. Yeah, I mean, and I know he's trying to play that buddy shit, but man, this is business and shit. This is like you jetting off to fucking Chicago to sign a contract. All you gotta do is drive down the street to give us the fucking keys. Right. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm almost at Dick's. As soon as I walk out of Dick's, I'm calling him. Absolutely. No, ain't no one texting. I just try to give him the courtesy because every time I call him, he's always like on the road somewhere and it's really hard. So I figured I'd let him get to a space where he can talk. And I told him that's how I would do it. You just get to a space where you can talk. He's always in a fucked up area and calls me disconnected. But he didn't reach back. And I'm like, come on now. I mean, we said we were ready. We're ready to go. And he's just bullshitting. But yeah, I should know something here shortly. I'm just about to pull up on Dick's right now. All right, I'll hit you right back. Yeah. Sorry, y'all, I gotta take these motherfucking phone calls when they come in like that. It's absolutely a hate crime, Free. It's absolutely a hate crime. Shit. That ain't nothing but a hate crime. I mean, you call somebody out their name 3 times in a row, that's aggravated. If she had said bitch, you can call somebody a bitch. She elevated it when she went to black bitch. And then she went further and called her a monkey. Now, you don't never hear nobody call a white woman a monkey, Asian woman a monkey, a Latino woman a monkey, an Arab woman a monkey. They only call black women monkeys. Or black men. So that's racist right there. That's bigoted. That's hate. That's hate speech. Why is that shit coming through like that? Brother Knowledge, what's good with you? It'd be her last time if she run into the right one. If she run into the right one, it'll be the last time. Yes, sir. Grab her by that damn turkey neck and shake her to death. But yeah, I just got on here to talk a little bit because I don't really want to go into it. Everybody's on this shit about critical race theory and should it be taught in schools and things like that. But I've always got a different spin and always got a different theory on shit. And I was thinking about it and I'm like, goddamn, critical race theory has already been taught in schools. It's been taught in schools for hundreds of years. Now it's being taught everywhere because we now have museums. And everybody went to the museum when they were in school. You went to the art museum. You went to the American History Museum. You went to all kinds of museums. And that's all shit that has happened in the history that they teach us. What they take out is all the shit that they did to us. When you go to these American History Museums, they don't put in all the shit that they did to black folks from the 1600s, really the 1500s, really the 1400s. But we got the documentation for 1619 where chattel slavery first started. They don't put that shit in the museums. So critical race theory has been taught. It's been taught for years. And now that they want to start putting it in schools to where it's taught and put the whole thing in there. See, it's just had an edited version. It's been critiqued. Race theory. It ain't been critical. It's been critiqued and redacted and retracted and subtracted, abstracted. Now we just need them to add that shit back in. And that's what don't nobody want to do. They don't want to do that because people know if black kids get taught all the shit that's been done to their ancestors through the history, black kids gonna start ramping up in school and you gonna find out why Johnny can't read. Because Johnny got a black eye. Yeah. Johnny got a black eye. He can't see out of his eye. Because little JC, we're going to start going back to them old names. They call kids JC. Kid's name was Jesus Christ. They just called him JC. Not that other JC that we know around Washington County. Not that other JC. He definitely ain't Jesus Christ. He on that opposite end of the spectrum. Yeah, JC. And I don't know who's in here. Who's in here? Sister Kim, get in here. I've already talked to her. But anybody else, Free, I want to even apologize to you. You might have been a part of the dialogue. I apologize for going in yesterday about that mental illness shit, but that's done really got up under my skin already. When they start to see how people do shit to us, they always want to go right to a mental illness. Oh, this is a mental illness and getting them off the hook. Now, we ain't giving no reason by fucking insanity on this. That motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing. And we learned way more yesterday about Ryan Lee Nguyen than we did before. So Washtenaw County ran a shoddy investigation, gave them a shallow report so the prosecutors could ask for a shallow bail. Then it got even more shallow when the magistrate got the file 3 minutes before she put her gown on. What is it, a gown, a robe? I don't know, I forgot. Anyways, before she hit the bench, and I still say that's no excuse. She looked at it with total tone deafness to know that it was a minor that was shot. She never even asked the age of the minor. The fact that he's 29, it wasn't like he was 21. He was more than grown. He's 29. She should have immediately asked, how old was the minor? And when they said 6, she'd have been like, maybe this 100,000 is warranted. But that was still too low to ask for. They should have asked for the $1 million. And I'm waiting for a couple calls right now because I heard that he got bond. And if he got bond, then that means that he's just a matter of time before they line that hearing up to get him supervised. We want to know his every move on the outside because he's a danger to society. He's a danger to society. But yeah, I want to apologize for the way I went in yesterday. That's never directed at y'all. It's just the heat of the moment, and I was there. I was there. And I apologize first and foremost to Kim because I saw she was kind of leading the discussion on that situation. And she told me she understood, but it's still no reason for me to go at y'all like that. So I appreciate that. I ain't got no problem saying sorry when I'm dead ass wrong. And that was dead ass wrong. I was caught up in the conversation. We was having a good discussion there. Motherfucker, where you going? You don't see me right here? You go ahead and turn that motherfucking car out there. You'll lose that fucking DTS. I can tell you, bro. You'll lose that bitch. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get on it. Thank you. Yeah, well, I see what y'all saying. I can't quite read it, but I see the no need to apologize. I get all that. But here's the thing. We family up in this bitch. Yeah, we might fuss and fight. But we all on the same team. And I don't ever want to make it seem like we ain't on the same team. Because I know we all on the same team. And I don't never want to be so out of character and shit where I take my family and put them in a position where they don't feel like they on the team. Y'all ride for me out here. I appreciate that. Y'all done got me as far as I done gone in this space. And we moving further. There's people talking out here. I ain't listening to all the bullshit, but I'm listening to enough to know that they talking about us. I know they talking about us. My law enforcement people hitting me up. They talking, they're like, whoa, you kind of went in there. I'm like, hey, what else we gonna do? We gonna wait for their truth to come out? We can't wait for their truth to come out. This got to come out now. We got to stay in front of this. We got to stay in front of this. So yeah. But just think about it. All the museums, one of the most famous museums, Smithsonian Institute. Think about it. I brought that shit up too. Let me see if I got it in the, what they call it in the, yeah. And it's always been on some symbolism shit for us. Always been on some symbolism shit for us. This is the Smithsonian Institute for American History, devoted to the scientific, cultural, social, technological, political development of the United States. The museum traces American experience from colonial times to the present. The American History Museum collection contains more than 3 million historical objects, including the famed Star-Spangled Banner, and documents that explore the evolution of American identity. These are some featured things: substance, symbolism. Substance, symbolism. Dorothy's ruby slippers. Prince's guitar. The Greensboro lunch counter. They got the actual lunch counter where the black people used to get beat up and shit, where they wouldn't serve them, where they'd pour flour on them and pour hot coffee. That's in the Smithsonian Institute. The Declaration of Independence desk. The Declaration of Independence desk. Why would that matter to us? We were still slaves. That shouldn't even matter to us. And y'all know we're not celebrating the 4th of July. If y'all want to cook barbecue and do all that shit, just understand. Don't be saying no happy 4th of July. All you saying is, I'm happy that I was a slave in 1776. George Washington's uniform. Do they have George Washington's teeth? Because at least we know now George Washington's teeth weren't wood. They were made out of slave teeth. So at least give us some credit there. Can you smile at us, George? Thomas Edison's New Year's Eve lamp. Wouldn't that be, was it Lewis Latimer? Is his name Lewis Latimer? He was the brother that actually made the light bulb. Thomas Edison just got the credit for it because we couldn't get the patent. Abraham Lincoln's top hat. Does it got a bullet hole in it? Is this the hat that he was wearing when he got checked out? I mean, Abe, I know stopped slavery and all, but what's the significance of this top hat? Is a rabbit going to come out of it? Is some reparations going to come out of it? Let me know. Oh, there's the Star-Spangled Banner, pass. Alexander Graham Bell's large box telephone. We also know that he didn't create the telephone. Somebody else created the telephone. He just got credit for it because of the patent. A fragment of the Plymouth Rock, or as you motherfuckers out here in the podcast world be saying, Plymouth. You dumb motherfuckers. I done told you. It's Ypsilanti and it's Washtenaw. Let me hear another motherfucker say Yippee, or Ypsilanti, or Washtenaw. Washtenaw. Oh, we got something. Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves and his robe. Symbolism. His boxing gloves and his robe. Does it got his Parkinson's medicine in it? Does it got his draft dodgy notice in it? Howdy doody? I don't even understand it. Somewhere. Okay. The John Deere plow. And it's just got a scoop on it, and it's a wood stick. Y'all ain't gonna put the slave on the back of that? Because that's who was pulling that motherfucker originally, right? The Fisher-Price Little People Play family house. Now you better go look at this one here, because this one here probably has a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, and a dog. But the new school one probably will have 2 mothers, 2 fathers. We don't know what kind of, the kids will be adopted because you can't reproduce, you know. And the dog, I don't know what the dog will be. Might not even really be a dog. Could be like Cat Dog, the cartoon, you know. I still want to know how Cat Dog used the bathroom. So yeah, those are just a few things. Or they got the Barbie doll. They ain't got the black Barbie doll, but they got the Barbie doll. That original Barbie doll, she was an ugly bitch. Oh, they got John Lewis's union badge. They got his union badge. Why? Why do we care? And the NBC Fireside Chat microphone. Fireside Chat. I seem to remember Fireside Chats. They don't happen as much as they used to. Maybe they'll start back up since we're out of the pandemic now. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Motherfuckers. But yeah, let me go on and exchange his helmet and shit. Caleb starts T-ball tonight, and his head is a little bit bigger than we thought. So I'm going back in here to get him another helmet. That boy got a dome on him. Got a dome on him. 5 years old, and we going to adult-size helmets. Oh, yeah. Yep. I don't know where you get the big head from. But we got to do what we got to do. We got to make sure he's right. I don't want him wearing one of the team helmets and shit. My girls always had their own helmet. He going to have his own helmet. Whether he wants to use the team bats, they say he don't need his bat. If he say he don't like the team bats, we come back out here and find him a bat. But, you know, we got to be right. We got to make shit right. He's got to know it's his. You know, when you take ownership of it, it means something. I don't want him all in that community aspect. I'll get back on here. I got something else to talk about too. But right now, I got to go in Dick's Sporting Goods. Got to be careful out here in the social media world. They take a little sound bite in. Shannon said he's going to get some dicks. What? Don't let me get to calling motherfuckers bitches. But I appreciate y'all. Get back with you soon. That Village Voice is where it's at. Haps is popping. It's got us going through the book, through YouTube. Things are working out nicely. And I think they'll continue to grow. Because we speak in truth about real shit. And this ain't about putting nobody on blast. But if your ass do wrong, we gonna talk about it. We don't need to just expose a motherfucker just to expose a motherfucker. We gonna expose you're wrong. I don't bother nobody if they're not doing wrong. I ain't got shit to say. You not hurting nobody out here, I leave you alone. As soon as you get to fucking with people, okay. My mask at. Oh, there we go. We good to go. Holla at y'all. One love.